Hello, 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 you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I'm here to bring you another reading focus and intention for today. I just want to let you guys know I am always honored, and it's definitely a pleasure to bring these readings to you guys. So, it's all about intention, it's all about putting our focus on the things that we want and doing the things that we need to get exactly what we want. All right, so these readings are here to inspire you and to give you just that extra inspiration that you may need to get the things that you're trying to receive. So let's see here. Very interesting. All right, so food. Today's intention and today's focus will be on food. All right, nourishment, relationships, and health. Now, when you think about food, a lot of people don't realize that food can be and is actually it's a form of medicine. It's definitely a form of medicine. Food can make you feel good. Food can make you feel bad. Food is what allows us to be able to sustain ourselves, our body. You know, the different types of food that we eat. Can make you feel good. It could make you feel bad. It could make you healthy. It could make you sick. It could make you happy. It can make you anxious. I mean, there's so many directions you can go when it comes to nourishment. Even when we do sit down and we eat, a lot of times food is associated with, depression, because a lot of people, they'll use food to make themselves feel better. Food can be an addiction. Also, food can allow us to be in a position where we are surrounded by family, we're surrounded by friends, we're having a great time, we're able to express ourselves, we're able to just kind of get that nourishment in our relationships. Most couples, they go out to eat. Most families, they'll go out to eat. They'll sit down, they'll have a great time. So it's about nourishment, relationships, and definitely our health. Let me go ahead and read to you exactly how food is related in today's focus and in today's intention. All right. So the universe basically is saying to fuel your body, mind, and emotions with healthy sustenance and situations. This cards invite you to take a look at the state of your surroundings and relationships. Talking about food. Who is feeding you? Who are you feeding? Are you being fed honestly? Perhaps you're not able to digest the habits you feed yourself. Take time to look at your career to see if it is fulfilling you. Evaluate your workspace and home. Unhealthy people and environments can cause our bodies to respond physically. It is time to nourish yourself with beneficial choices. Food also indicates a need to reevaluate your overall health. Think about how you can better nourish yourself through your eating habits and lifestyle. So basically, it's saying evaluate your diet, choose foods that are very healthy in all colors of the spectrum. Another meaning could be your relationships are in need of nurturing, and also to check your physical, mental, and emotional health. And a lot of people don't realize that food is a way, if you do begin to do these things, if you do begin to change your eating habits, change, just the thought of idea, we're always feeding ourselves, not only food, but the things that we take in through our sight, the things that we listen to, the people that we listen to, the counsel that we listen to. So it's basically what we hear. What are we watching? What are we, entertaining? What are we allowing to entertain us? This is all food. Anything that you have to digest, and when I mean digest, I don't mean just, the things that you're putting into your mouth. We digest what we see. We digest what we hear. So the universe is saying, just kind of take heed, because when we do eat food, it sustains us. It sustains our health. It sustains how we feel about ourselves. And this could be a lot of, when we begin to take active, to make active decisions regarding our food and our health, this could be a lot of, this could be our resolution to a lot of the questions and a lot of the things that we may have going on. This could be the answer to a lot of the questions and to a lot of the concerns and the situations that could be surrounding us. A healthy body is able to respond, emotionally, physically, and mentally a lot better than an unhealthy body. So even just how we begin to make the decisions on the things that we eat, I know for a fact that they're making it a lot easier for us to choose unhealthy foods because of, the unhealthy choices that they're providing. But there's magic. There's definitely magic in food, and there's definitely an illusion in the foods that we eat, okay? A lot of times, the choices that we make when it comes to feeding ourselves, the unhealthy choices that we make when it comes to feeding ourselves, or just not choosing at all, just getting it because it's there. We have to put an effort into the things that we allow to take into our body. We have to consciously choose and not just allow someone else to choose these things for us. There is a choice. We always have that choice. And this information is coming, it's coming through. Maybe this is something that you've already, been thinking about. You could have been thinking about wanting to change your eating habits, wanting to change the things that you've been watching, wanting to change the things that you've been seeing. All of this have an effect on how we live our daily lives and how we solve the problems that we do come up. The problems that come up, the situations, the circumstances, our health is our wealth. Our health is truly our wealth. So how healthy are you? Who is nurturing you? What are you taking in? The universe is asking us to, just kind of take an inventory of what we've been eating, how we've been feeling about the things that we eat, about the things that we are taking into our eyes, what we put in our mouth, the things that we smell, and the things that we hear. All of these are portals, okay? Portals that sustain us. It sustains us. What information are you getting? Are you around a bunch of gossip, or are you getting information that's going to help you get to the next level? You see what I'm saying? All of this affects you. If you're watching a lot of garbage, then what do you expect your spirit? How do you expect your spirit to grow and to blossom and to take you into the next level of your life, of being fulfilled, of being sustained, sustaining your relationships, nurturing your relationships? That even means the relationship with yourself. And even if you have to fake it to make it, dress rehearsal, it's always about, choices, and it's always about the form, putting on, certain things that's going to, kind of make you feel better. You can be feeling the worst of the worst of the worst, but if you wake up and you put on something, that makes you feel a certain type of way, 9 times out of 10, you're going to feel a lot better, right? Women, we do it all the time. We feel bad, and in that state of feeling bad, we decide to dress up, look our best, and then we begin to feel our best. So it's kind of like faking it until you make it. You may not know the right food choices, but you know what not to eat. You see what I'm saying? You may not know, what to eat, but you definitely know what not to eat. Transformation, magic. Okay, there's magic in food, believe it or not. Food has completely healed people that are suffering from terminal illnesses just because they've changed their diet. People don't realize that food is really medicine, and it's how you use that food. All right, it's how you use it. This message is coming from our higher selves. Like whoever's reading, whoever's listening or watching this video, you could have, the universe is saying this is something that you've already known. This is something that, have come across your mind several times. You wanting to make that change. And in order to start to make that change, it's like faking it till you make it. All right? Dress rehearsal is always about putting on the form until the actual power is received for you to transform. Okay? For you to transform. The dragonfly is very magical because what makes the dragonfly magical is the fact that when it becomes an adult, it realizes or recognizes some abilities that it did not know it could do when it was, immature or when it was smaller. Dragonflies are able to stop in mid-air. They're able to go forward, backwards, and side by side. Like they're able to do this. And there's not many insects. I think they're the only insect that are capable of doing this, but they can't do it until they're mature. All right, they don't even realize they have this ability until they've matured to a certain state or they become like an adult. And it would be an illusion that they couldn't do it. They definitely can. They definitely have that ability. It's just a matter of having a certain amount of experiences, changing, doing different things, allowing different information to come through so that it can be filtered so that you can make better food choices. Not just regarding food itself, but anything that you allow to come into your portals. Your thoughts. Who are you listening to? Who's feeding you? All right? These are some important choices. These are some important things that, either you can say the universe or God or your higher self or your ancestors or, your spirit guides or spirit itself have been telling you like, hey, it's time. It's time to pay attention on what we're feeding ourselves. It's time. All right. This is a beautiful reading. Like it's very kind of fun and free flowing. But a lot of people don't realize that when you begin to take that first step regarding the things that you are digesting, it's going to solve a lot of the problems that you've been dealing with. And not just on a physical, not only will you feel good about yourself, you'll be able to feel good about the decisions that you're making. Okay? I do want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's pretty much all. I mean, the universe is saying, hey, let's pay attention to what we're eating. Let's pay attention to what we're allowing to come into our vessels, this holy spiritual vessel that we use to get things done. We use, we need this vessel. Like, we need this vessel. So what are you doing to feed yourself? What are you doing? Who's feeding you? Like, what food choices are you eating? What type of music are you listening to that's, is it helping? Is it cultivating the person that you want to be? Or is it taking you in the direction where you're being your best self? Are you watching things that are allowing you to gain information on how to be your best self? All right? We have to begin to pick up on things that are successful to us, things that are going to help us be more successful. And if you have to fake it to make it, baby, you got to fake it to make it. If you got to put on the clothes, you could be feeling like crap and you just got to wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to dress up today. And you may not feel like dressing up, but do it anyway. And now watch, I guarantee you'll feel a lot better. That goes for men and women. It doesn't even matter if you're a man or if you're a woman. If you dress up, get your hair done, get your nails done, whatever you do to make yourself feel better, even if you don't feel that way, do it. And begin to make better choices when it comes to, you know, what you're allowing. What type of relationships are you nourishing? You know, what type of people are you hanging around? Are you hanging around anyone? You see what I'm saying? Maybe some people, they're not, you know, hanging around anyone, or they don't have any friends, and maybe they need to cultivate some new relationships, you know, to just get a better insight of what's going on. All right, you guys, thanks again for tuning in. This is today's daily focus, the energies that are surrounding us. There could be some problems or some resolutions that you're looking to get, and, you know, taking a stand on the food that you eat, on whatever it is you're allowing to come into your body, can work miracles for you, can work magic for you. This is coming from, you know, your higher self, God, spirit, the universe. And they're basically saying, like, these are choices. These are some choices that you need to make. All right. You just need to, you know, you need to change your course and action. You change how you see food, change how you nourish your relationships with yourself and with others. Basically, that's what this daily focus is about. So thanks again for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. I will definitely be bringing you guys more videos, more intentions, more focus. Until next time. Bye-bye.